Hi folks. Yeah, well, after playing with that little rocket stove I built, it sort of spurred me into getting my finger out and having a look at that barbecue I want to convert into an oven. So I've been having a look at it today. I've done some drawings which I've posted at the end of this video. It's quite a long video, but I'm sort of thinking out loud in situ at the barbecue, and you can sort of see what I'm trying to explain. Hopefully, this is what I'm going to do with it. And I'm going to create another playlist for rocket type stuff. If it's your first time here, I've got lots of playlists. I'm maybe a little bit mad. I like making things, but guitars and the garden and the grow room, which there will be another update on grow room tomorrow, incidentally. I'm sorry if it's taking up with your time over the weekend, but I'll shut up now and get on with it. Nice to be nice. So folks, I hope you can see me and hear me. I might have to talk over it. I'm talking about doing this into an oven, and this is sort of as far as I've got with the idea. I've got most of the material. This shelf will be coming out, and I've got some of these fire bricks which are pretty much broke up. They're only at least half bits of them, so the whole, but the rest are in half. And as to feeding at fire, I've been thinking if I could just put a small batch box on front here, using these to build it up. That might go a little bit higher. This obviously gets extremely hot. This works like a heat sink. So what I was thinking, bringing that just a little bit higher, and then running riser through here, putting a floor in here, and using this part as an oven. If I can insulate it, well, it might not need too much insulation. These are insulated bricks, and it's an oven. I might just get a coat or something with vermiculite and cement. That might be an idea. But we're thinking, run it riser up, and there's a hob. I've got some, it's only 1mm steel, but it's free, and I've already got it to try out. And we're thinking of making a cassette, maybe 5 centimetres deep. Running that up into it, so fire goes into cassette, and then running pipe out at the top of that, so that this piece is a steel cassette, eats up and uses it as an hob, so I could drill on it, even to the point where I could cut an hole in it and have actual fire as well. Putting a secondary air into this riser here, and so I can burn gases to make this plate hotter, or this cassette hotter, or even putting secondary air in the front of the cassette, and I'm wondering if that'll burn the gases. Also, idea with this cassette is that if I've got my oven in here, I'm getting heat radiating off here in all directions, and I've got also, or I should have, heat radiating down, but it's pretty much, this is going to be hot underneath and on top, if it's hot enough to cook on. This batch heater shed, it's not very big, it's about 25 centimetres, so what's that, about 9 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, it's about 10 inches from there to there. I'm going to have to put a door on it, which could come out a little bit, and close it in. I have to put a door on here, obviously, if it's an oven. I'm hoping that that's going to get hot enough to work as an oven. When I plant pot on it before, I was getting like 240 degrees. I couldn't actually register how much heat I was getting because I was using a water thermometer. I'm just thinking it should work. I might have to insulate these up a bit. I've got some, I could make it smaller. I mean, an oven that big is not bad. That's 50 centimetres, it's nearly, to back, it's nearly 2 foot at back, and across it is 2 foot. It's 60, yeah, 60 from to there. So if I've got some, yeah, what do you call it, glass wool insulation, which I could insulate it out. It doesn't have to be major fat. Obviously then I'd have to line it with something, but that's another thought. But the main point of this video is like, I mean, any thoughts on what I've said? So, secondary air, I know that's going to be a good thing. The box for front, it's got to be a good thing, just for the fact that, well, if I've got air coming in here, it should burn here, heat this up, heat my oven up. Obviously I haven't got a
can't put great big logs in it as a batch box, but I could fill it up pretty much to so that I've got a good burn which I can walk away from and not have to feed it every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes. I mean, they're my thoughts on that. If we get it going for an hour, you keep it going. Once that will warmed up, and once it warmed up in there, you've got an oven, ain't you? You're getting enough heat off the top of here. I've got a grill. And as most of the stuff that I've got, well, all the stuff at the minute I've got is free, so it's got to be worth a try. But, I'm going to do that, and I'll post a few videos of it over the next few weeks, hopefully, provided weather holds out. I mean, I'm saying holds out. We've had a lot of rain, we haven't had any snow. It's really warm. We won't be having snowmen in Mudmen this year. So, let's look. I'm going to show you some pictures. I've just done a little sketch. I'll show you that as well, just to sort of try and explain it better. I've stood out here and been interrupted by the children. So guys, I thought I'd just show you this little picture of what I mean by cassette for the top, for my hob. What I've got here, that's from the burner coming up to the cassette, because the cassette would be a steel box basically, and meaning the hot air would come into the steel box and heat the top and the bottom, and under that would be my oven, and that would be the exhaust going out. Now I'm thinking about secondary air, whether it would be best to introduce it here into the pipe as the hot gases rises, or whether this would work into the front of the cassette, which I could just have a sliding piece across to give me more air or less air, or close it up all completely. Whether that would work, which I think I'm going to try that as well as that. And also a hole in the top of the cassette with a sliding cover which I could open and close, so I would have actually direct contact with the flames if I wanted to put a pot over it. Just an option. The steel I've got, as I said, is only 1mm, but I'm sure I can, well, I know I can fabricate something out of that. How long it'll last, that's another thing, but if it works well, then I'd probably go out and spend money on having a piece done, a piece cut, or a couple of pieces cut and finishing it myself. So that's the cassette, as I was trying to explain. After I've just done video clip, the other video clip in garden, I was thinking about the underneath, how I was going to sort of do it. So I've just done some quick sketches on that. I hope you can see what I mean. This is based, it's not to scale, but it's not far off. How I had it set up in garden is this, like this, and I was thinking of just putting a little box on here, and a burner there, and pipe coming up, and then coming across cassette, which would be this. And then I was thinking, well, it's not a very big box as a batch box, so I could go corner to corner, which would lengthen it. But what I've decided, which is far best idea, really, is if I'm going to put an oven as well, is have the burn across here, have the riser and the plant pot here, and then with luck, in theory, the fire would burn round here and up into the pipe and out. Now, but by doing that, I've got a floor above that, which would be the floor of my oven. So I'm not only getting heat from the riser and the top, I'll be getting all the floor heated, heat from the riser, and heat coming down from the actual cassette. And that's what I think I'm going to do. Only thing it crossed my mind about cleaning it here. So what I'll probably do is I'll fix that in square, the actual plant pot, and I'll do it with Miculite and cement, or I might even just do it with mud and straw, and I'll make this wall so I can take it out. And if I can take that out, then I can obviously got access to this to clean it. I'd have to fabricate a door for here. I might do a full door all the way across, so I could do a full load in it, because that means I've got that much burn space. And as long as my air comes in at this end, all this area should burn. It would be nice if I could put a glass door on it, but I haven't got any glass, so it won't be a glass door now. But that's my idea for burn chamber. That's what I'm going to go for with burn chamber, and that's what I'm going to go for with my hob. And then what comes in between will be the oven. So, say any thoughts and ideas, or let me know, because I'm going to build this, and if anybody else is interested in this sort of stuff, then obviously, or you've tried some of this stuff, then any information you might have that might save me some time would be superb. So, thanks for looking. Nice to be nice, and look forward to hearing from you.
I can go mining.
Yeah, you can. Well done.